welcome back. I am Melanie from Simple Made Pretty, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know I share budget home decor, Cricut crafts, and in today's video, I am sharing the story of how I brought this old cedar chest back to life after years of hiding it away. This chest has a very dear sentimental value to me. It was passed down to me from my grandmother when I was 20 years old. Before giving it to me, my dad actually made some repairs to it, and I'm not sure if he's the one who actually installed this veneer on top of the chest or if it just came like that. But over the years, after moving a lot, I mean, I was a young individual moving, got beat up really quickly, and the veneer started to peel off and some of the wood started to come off with it. And so about 10 years ago, my husband helped me strip away a lot of the veneer, and we tried to restore it, but honestly it just looked awful and it was a lot more work than we just wanted to really put into it. So halfway through it, we were like, okay, I'm done. I don't know what else to do with this, because the veneer at that point had basically become part of the wood on the cedar on the outside. So I ended up just tucking it away in a corner or a closet, and it was like totally out of sight. Okay, but then fast forward to recently, and I don't know if you've watched this video of mine, it's pretty popular. I started using ChatGPT to help me redecorate my home. And here I was taking all these little pictures of all these little spaces in my house, and I uploaded this one photo that had that cedar chest just shoved in the corner with a bunch of crap all over it. And ChatGPT's like, you need to get rid of that chest. Now, I don't remember the exact description that ChatGPT said about it, but it kind of like got to me. Like, it said it was ugly in a sense. It didn't say that, but it was like, get rid of the ugly chest, basically, is how I took it. And so that stung a little, and it also lit a fire under me to finally do something about it, because I wanted to make my home look better, and I wanted to use this piece of furniture that should be really sentimental and be shown and displayed in my home. So I actually, before I did anything, I talked to my mom, because at that point I was like, I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm just going to donate it. And after talking to my mom, she encouraged me to either restore it or to let it go. And she was like, you know, you can probably find somebody that can restore this for you and bring it back to life. And the DIYer in me was like, wait, why would I pay someone to do this for me to restore it? I have all the tools. I've got the shed with my sanding tools and all these tools that I can use. I know how to do furniture repair. And this piece just means so much to me just to toss it. As I'm recording, I noticed it got really dark in here, so I'm just trying to open up my blinds. By the way, these blinds are amazing. They're linked in my LTK shop. I just love, I could be sitting here making a video and open the blinds. I think that's good. I hope that you could still see me. We can try it some more. So I got to work. I put on my safety mask because I didn't want to be breathing in all this dust from this old veneer. For 25 years of veneer melted into the cedar. I took it outside and I started sanding, and I actually broke the first handheld sander that I tried to use just because I was pushing down way too hard. We do have a belt sander, but I just thought that would be just too rough on this surface, so I ended up having to buy a new sander, and I used a stronger grit so that I could get through all of this paint and veneer and get down to that fresh new cedar. So in all, it took me a few days. I would dedicate like an hour or two in the morning. Sanding is really hard on your upper body and your neck if you're just constantly, it's kind of like pressure washing, you know, it's just constant, like the vibrations of holding something. So I spent about 8 hours total sanding it, and let me tell you, it was worth every minute, because now it's beautiful. And I was just so in love with the natural look of this wood compared to how it started. And so I did consider staining it or adding a clear coat, but I just love this natural raw cedar look. And I did do a little lemon balm oil on the backside of the cedar chest. And while it brought out a richer cedar tone, it didn't fit the vibe in my home decor. So I'm just choosing to leave mine natural. Now, I know this makes it susceptible to stains as well as future damage. We do have 2 dogs. I am very adamant about making sure the dogs do not put their little puppy paws all over my cedar chest. But I just didn't want to have to go through that whole process again if I stained it a darker brown, and then maybe 10 years from now I don't like the darker brown, I want something a little bit more natural brown, or even applying a clear coat to it was going to darken it a little bit, and so I just didn't want to do that. And so I'm leaving mine plain, although I would recommend, if you're doing a full restoration cedar chest similar to this, you will want to protect yours. Okay, so now this chest proudly lives in my family room. It's filled with heirloom quilts and crocheted blankets made by the women in my family that have been handed down. And it's more than just storage in our house. It's a reminder of the generations before me. And it's become a sentimental piece that I actually love seeing every day. So you can see how I've styled it with blankets. Also, if you didn't notice, I've got my little printable book covers stacked on here as well, with a little faux plant or some candles. There's so many ways that you can style it and use it more like a coffee table or a bench in your home. So if you've got a piece of furniture or a cedar chest like mine and it's seen better days, don't give up on it. With a little patience and some elbow grease, you might uncover something truly beautiful and meaningful. This week on the blog, I am hosting a home refresh series. Be sure to check out some of my favorite Amazon finds to quickly refresh your home on a budget. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this transformation, and subscribe for more DIY home refresh projects. That's it for now. Bye.